Okay, today we are going to discuss about the magnetohydrodynamic, that is MHD power generation. It is a renewable power generation in that to overcome the use of conventional power sources such as fuel, oil, natural gas. Okay. So alternative source we have to use magnetohydrodynamics. So let's see the content. And what is the MHD? In need of MHD, principle of MHD power generation, type of MHD systems in which it contains open cycle MHD, closed cycle MHD. Then advantages of MHD, that is magnetohydrodynamics. Then disadvantages and application of that. So first, in introduction part, we seen about the uh, how it works or on which principle it works. The magnetohydrodynamics is nothing but the conversion of heat energy directly into the electrical energy. In that, heat energy is converted into electrical energy without a conventional generator, without use of conventional generator. In conventional generator, there is use of steam, which we have already studied in the conventional power generation. We can use steam energy, nuclear energy, or hydro energy in conventional energy resources. In that, there is a use of these resources for the rotation of the turbine. Then rotation of turbine is connected to the generator and it create electricity. In that, there is no assembly for that. Here directly heat energy of fuel is converted into electrical energy. In between that, there is a magnetohydrodynamics. Okay, so it is a difference between the MHD and regular conventional power generation sources. So in that, a direct conversion of a large power generation. Here in MHD, there is conversion of heat into electrical energy. There is a direct conversion, and there is generation of large power. Then energy is generated due to the movement of conducting fluid inside the magnetic field. This is a basic principle of that. In MHD, magnetohydrodynamics, the fuel is used to heat the fluid liquid. This fluid liquid converted into plasma. At the high temperature, it get ionized. It create positive ions. Also, it creates electrons, which is negatively charged. And when this conducting fluid is passed through the electromagnet, strong electromagnet, there is a generation of electromotive force. And this electromotive force is nothing but hmm, generation of current, generation of electricity through the external circuit. So this is main principle of MHD, that is movement of conducting fluid inside the magnetic field which create electricity. Here is again mentioned efficiency. It is denoted by eta, which is greater than 50%. Efficiency is high. So this is the introduction. Then need, we already studied need of magnetohydrodynamics. The important of the magnetohydrodynamics, there is a no use of conventional energy sources. So there is an adequate amount of these conventional energy sources like coal, oil, or radioactive elements. So to overcome that adequacy of these natural resources or conventional energy resources, we have to switch to the magnetohydrodynamics. Okay, so it is a need for the upcoming era. Then history of that magnetohydrodynamics. So first, in 1932, it is a basic principle of magnetohydrodynamics, which is based on the electromagnetic induction, which is invented by the Michael Faraday in 1932. He demonstrated experiment which is based on the electromagnetic induction. When the conductor is moving between the electromagnetic field, it creates EMF, that is current flowing through that. So the main basic principle is based on the Faraday's experiment, which is invented in 1932. Again, it is based on the theory, magnetohydrodynamic theory, which is proposed by scientist Bela Karlovitz in 1938. Okay, and in India, there is one magnetohydrodynamic plant is working in Tiruchirappalli, which is under collaboration with the BHEL, that is Bharat Heavy Electric Limited. So all it is regarding with the history of the magnetohydrodynamics. Then main part, that is principle of magnetohydrodynamics, how it works. It works on the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So what is say of Faraday's law? When an electric conductor moves across the magnetic field, an EMF is induced in it. It is the main part, that is when electric conductor moves in a magnetic field, there is generation of electromotive force, or there is a induction of electromotive force, which create electric current. Okay, so this hydrodynamic power generation is based on the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So in this diagram, we can see there is a arrangement of the electromagnets. Here we see the strong electromagnets put at the left and right side, which is denoted by red arrow. Then this blue is showing the working fluid, or it is a conductor which is passed through the strong electromagnet. Then this yellow block shows cathode and anode, which is connected to the external circuit. So all these assemblies are placed at the perpendicular to each other. It maintains 90-degree. Okay. So when there is a magnetic field applies and there is a flowing of electric conductor through this magnetic field, there is generation of electromotive force. This due to the movement of ions. Which ions? The ions which is created by the working fluid, which is in plasma state. Plasma state means it is ionized state. Hmm. When we heat the any sample, it converted into gas. After heating that, it converted into plasma. That is ionized state, which containing positively charged ions. Also, it contain electrons. Okay. So main basic principle, that is Faraday's law. So magnetohydrodynamic power generator, it works on the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Then again, it is based on the Lorentz law or Lorentz force, which is calculated as F equal to Q into VB. Here, F it stands for the Lorentz force. Q, it is a charge of the particle. V is nothing but the velocity of particle, and B, that is the magnetic field. So it is same as the Faraday's law. All these are perpendicular to each other. When we considering that all these are the vector quantities, except that the Q, that is charge, is scalar quantity. So all these placed at the right angle to each other. It is perpendicular to each other. Then the magnitude of force is calculated as product of charge to the velocity to the magnetic field. Okay. So this magnetohydrodynamic work on the Faraday's law of electricity, or Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Also, it is based on the Lorentz force. Then principle and construction and working of magnetohydrodynamics. The principle, which is already we seen, the principle of magnetohydrodynamic generator, it is based on the Lorentz law. Also, it is based on the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So in this system, the hot ionized gaseous conductor, that is working fluid. The working fluid which is used in the combustion chamber, it is passed through the combustion. After that, it get converted into gases. Then after heating at high temperature, it converted into ions, that is plasma state. This plasma state is containing ionized form of gases which is passed through the strong electromagnetic field, and after that passing through the electromagnetic field, it generate current, it produce current. By placing the electrodes, that is anode and cathode, positive and negative electrode, inside the chamber, then the flow of electron is passed through the external circuit, which nothing but the carrier of current. Okay, so it create electricity. Okay, so the basic principle that it is work on the Faraday's law, also it work on the Lorentz law. So it is a principle of magnetohydrodynamic. Then this diagram showing the actual working or operating principle. Here in block diagram, you can see that is a magnetic field. Then there is flow of working fluid, that is plasma, ionized gases. This carries positive charged ions. Also, it carries electrons. This electron, when passed through the magnetic field, it flows through the external circuit, which is nothing but the generation of electricity. So here is showing the actual operating principle, how it works, magnetohydrodynamics generator works. Okay. Then it is a construction. The diagram shows construction. It containing insulating outer shield, which is thermal resistance. It's a water cooler sealing. This is to maintain the temperature. Again, at left hand side, there is a introduction of working fluid inlet in the induction chamber or combustion chamber. In combustion chamber, it is converted into the plasma state by strong heating. After that, this ionized gas is passed through the strong electromagnetic field. This strong electromagnetic placed at upper and lower side. After passing these gases, there is transfer of ions to the oppositely charged electrodes, and the electrons flow through the external circuit, which is nothing but the generation of electricity. Okay, so it is a simple construction for a magnetohydrodynamic. How it working, the gaseous conductor is passed through the combustion chamber by using fuel like oil, natural gas. The working fluid is heated and converted into plasma. The temperature is maintained at 2000 degree Kelvin to 2400 degree Kelvin. At this high temperature, the working fluid is converted into plasma. Plasma, that is ionized state. After that, it removes outermost electron in the fluid conductor, and this electron is transferred through the external circuit, and it creates electromotive force. The gaseous particles acquire charge, and this charged gases with a high velocity enter into the generator chamber. Then this generator chamber is connected with the nozzle. After that, it passes through the strong electromagnet, which having positive and negatively charged electrodes. By passing through that, the positive and negative electrodes attracts oppositely charged particle like positive ions. Also, it attracts the electrons. So after passing through the generation chamber, on the basis of Faraday's law, when we considering the Faraday's law, when there is a conducting particle passed through the strong electromagnet, there is generation of the electricity or generation of the electromotive force. So same as the direction of current which is perpendicular to the direction of moving gas. We already studied or already seen in the diagram. All this strong electromagnetic field, again this moment of conductor, again the moment of current, all these are perpendicular to each other, which maintaining the 90 degree. Okay, so this is a basics of that. Then the electron is connected to the external circuit, through which the there is a electron flows, which create the current. In that magnetohydrodynamics, the current generated is DC voltage, that is a direct current, but we required AC, that is alternating current. So for the conversion of DC to AC, we need there is a inverter assembly. So in inverter assembly, we convert DC current into AC current. In magnetohydrodynamics, we also required seeding material such as potassium, cesium. This material is required because at this operation works at a high temperature. By using that seeding material, we can monitor the temperature or minimize the temperature. So ionization temperature is reduced by these seeding materials. Okay. So here importance of that seeding material. This seeding material is mixed with the fuel such as natural gas, coal. After that, it converted or it goes into the combustion chamber, and in combustion chamber, it creates heat energy to ionize the working fluid. Then electrode, we use cathode and anode. Though this electrode material is a high temperature material, because this operation is carried out at the high temperature, near about the 2000 to 2500 degrees Celsius. So the material of the electrode is made up of carbide, such as silicon carbide, zirconium carbide. Also, it made for the bromides or silicates. So all these are the components which is used in the magnetohydrodynamics. Then types. When we see the types of the magnetohydrodynamic system, there are two types. First, that is open cycle, and second, that is closed cycle. In closed cycle, there is a again two types. First, that is seeded inert gas, or second, that is liquid metal. In that closed cycle system, this seeded inert gas system, in which we use inert gases for the seeding, and this liquid metal system, here we use metal for the seeding purpose. So based on that, it divided into two types. The main types, that is open cycle and closed cycle. Okay. So magnetohydrodynamic system, there are two types. First, that is open cycle system, and second, closed cycle system. So first, we see the open cycle system, how it works. So it is a block diagram for open cycle magnetohydrodynamic system. How it, or how, why it is called as open system? So let's see the diagram or the flow of the working fluid. Let's see, here is a at left hand side there is combustor or combustion assembly, in which the fuel is inserted. For combustion, we require air. So this is a hot air inlet. So by use of air and fuel, there is combustion occur. Combustion is nothing but the heating in presence of oxygen, or burning of fuel in presence of oxygen is known as combustion. After combustion, this heat flows through the nozzle. Okay, here is the inlet of the seeding material. Seeding material which is required to optimize the temperature of the ionization. Okay, then after that, the working fluid get heated in combustion chamber and it converted into plasma. Here there is conversion of working fluid into plasma, and this plasma fluid passed through the nozzle. After that, it gets passed through the strong electromagnetic field. Here is the assembly for the electromagnet. According to Faraday's law, when this carrier gas or conductor is passed through the strong magnetic field, there is generation of electric current through the external circuit, which is shown in here. Okay. Here it shows the electrodes which is connected to the external circuit. It create DC supply. We already studied that in magnetohydrodynamics. It generates DC current. Then we required AC, so that there is inverter assembly which convert a DC current to the AC current or AC power. Okay, so here is a simple flow, that is a working fluid when it passes through the combustion chamber. After that it get ionized, then it passes through the strong electromagnetic field. Due to the movement of these ions, it create AMF. There is flow of electrons which is create a DC power, then converted into AC power. Okay. Again, that after passing through the strong electromagnetic field, this working fluid gases, which is called as hot gases, it is passed through the air preheater. We know that functioning of air preheater. Air preheater is basically used to heat the air to increase the efficiency of combustion chamber. By passing through the air preheater, the air is used in the combustion chamber. Okay. So air, before it goes in the combustion chamber, it gets passed through the air preheater. So it increases the temperature, it creates the hot gases, and it increases the efficiency of combustion. Okay. So it is assembly, there is assembly for the air preheater. Then again this hot gases is used for steam generation. Here is a secondary source. Okay. So in that magnetohydrodynamic, we generate electricity by two way. First, by using the magnetohydrodynamics principle. Again, by using the exhaust gases heat by the conventional power generation. Okay. We already studied in steam generation or steam power plant. By heating the water, we create steam. This steam is used to rotate the turbine. The turbine create electricity. So here is the use of mm, double or alternative secondary power generation sources. Okay. Two-way power generation. This is occurred in the open system. Then after that, these exhaust gases or fluid gases is passed through the seed recovery, because here we use a seed. Seed means it is a seeding material, that is a we already seen that there is sodium is used as the seeding material. How, why it is used? Because it is used to minimize or reduce the temperature of ionization. Okay. Then it is mixed with the fuel. After that, it passed through the air preheater, steam generator. Again, it get recovered. So it is a cyclic process of seeding material. Okay. It get recycled or reused. Then after that, these fluid gases or hot gases, which is removed or released in the surrounding environment from the stack. Okay. So these are the main components of the open cycle MHD. There is combustion chamber, then nozzle, then electromagnet, strong electromagnet, then electrode assembly, then inverter, then air preheater, steam generator, seed recovery unit, and stack. So it is called as open cycle because in that system we release the exhaust gases in the surrounding environment. We release the fluid, working fluid. Hmm. After the ionization, it get released in the environment. We cannot recycle or reuse these fluid gases. Hence, it is called as open system. Okay, open system. Why? Because it does not recycle or reuse working fluid, which is used in the combustion. Combustor chamber. hmm, After that, it passed through the magnet. After that, it get released in the environment. Hence, it is called as open cycle system. Then, in closed cycle system, here is a working principle is same. It again works on the Faraday's law. When we pass the electric conductor through the strong electromagnet, there is generation of electricity. Same principle here works, but it is a cyclic process. Hence, it is called as closed system. In open system, there is a release of working fluid after use, but in closed system, there is recycling or reuse of the working fluid, which is the main difference between the open and closed system. Again, the components is same. There is a reactant chamber or combustion chamber. Then it is passed through the nozzle. Then it magnetohydrodynamic generators. After that, there is a seeding assembly, seeding recovery. Then this working fluid is passed through the reactor. Again, it is recycled or reused. Here again, the condenser assembly, which condense the excess gases after the separator, and it is again reused in the reactor. So here is the recycling of working fluid. In open system, there is no reuse or recycling of working fluid. So this is the main difference between the open and closed magnetohydrodynamic system. Okay. Let's see the differentiate between the open cycle and closed cycle system. In open cycle system, the working fluid is after generation electricity is discharged in atmosphere. But in closed system, the working fluid is recycled, which is the main difference. Here is discharged in atmosphere. In closed cycle system, it is recycled. Okay. Then operation of open system generator is directly on the combustion products. Here is use of helium or argon as a seeding material. Okay. In closed system, we use gaseous seeding material or liquid seeding material. Then temperature of open cycle is 2300 to 2700 as compared to the closed cycle. In closed cycle, it is a very low temperature. Only it is a 530 degree. So it is a main difference between open and closed system. Again, it is a more developed system, open system. Closed system is less developed. So this is a differentiate factors between the open cycle and closed cycle system. Okay. So these are the two types of magnetohydrodynamic power generators. Then advantages. What are the advantages of that magnetohydrodynamics? So conversion efficiency is high, at about 50%. Less fuel is used for the combustion or consumption. Then large amount of pollution-free power generation. Here is no generation of any pollutants in that system. Then ability to reach full power level as soon as started. It gets started and directly convert heat into the electricity. So it is ability is high. Then plant size is smaller as compared to the conventional power generation power plants. The next advantage that is less overall cost. Cost is low, less as compared to the other power generation plants. Then no moving parts. In that magneto-hydrodynamic, there is no moving or parts, or it is more reliable to operate, more easy to operate. Then it is suitable for peak power generation or emergency services. Emergency services we can use magneto-hydrodynamics. Okay, so all these are the advantages for magneto-hydrodynamic power generation. Then disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? It suffer from severe flow short circuits. Maybe there is a problem of short circuits because it containing liquid fluid. It needs a large electromagnet, which is expensive. We need electromagnet, strong electromagnet. Again, it is a high friction or heat transfer loss. It is a disadvantage for that. The operation temperature is high. 2000 degrees Celsius is very much temperature, so it is again disadvantage. Then coal is used as a fuel, so there is a disposal of problem of ash, or it creates short circuits. Hmm. Here again use the restriction use of the fuel to make more expensive. So it is a it may be expensive process by use of the natural gas or oils as a fuel. So all these are the disadvantages for that. Then what are the applications? The magneto-hydrodynamic power generation is mostly used in the power generation in spacecraft. It is also used in the wind tunnel experiment. Again, it also used in the defense applications. So all these are the applications for that. Okay. So this is all about the magneto-hydro power generation. Okay.